We have an action-packed weekend of Big Fee basketball here at the Bellarine Secondary College. And Game 2 is set to not disappoint. State Championship women just coming away with a 20-point win in a top 4 matchup over the Western Port Steelers. And now it is the State Championship men who take the stage up against the RMIT Redbacks in what is set to be a huge ladder shifting match. 2 games separate 10th to 3rd. So if the Bellarine Storm can come away with a win, potentially they move up into 6th. Well, the RMIT Redbacks could potentially move into the top 4 with a win. Hugh Moore here, and joining me in perfect timing is State Championship women's player and commentary booth local Courtney Strait. Courtney, welcome. Quickly, fantastic win by yourself and the State Championship women. A massive confidence booster leading into what is set to be another huge matchup for you guys tomorrow against Sherbrooke.
Big time. Thank you for that. We knew that we needed something to change, and we knew that it wasn't necessarily statistically based. So we brought it upon ourselves to get around each other better in the warm-ups. We had 2 really great sessions of practice this past week, which really, I think, kick-started that energy. And in my opinion, I don't think for 4 quarters we let that drop. And that was really, really critical to us, is to just keep pushing, keep that energy, and really set the tone defensively first. And I think we did a really good job of that.
Well, I just mentioned before, huge matchups here at Bellarine Secondary College all across this weekend, but no bigger than this one. A massive season setup for both teams. I just mentioned that 2 games separate 10th and 3rd. So
huge.
Multiple ladder movements coming off the back of this game, but as we get close to tip-off, starting lineups for both these teams. For the Storm, it'll be at number 7, Louis Varley, number 15, Nick Carlson, at number 21, Jaden Brown, number 30, Will Smith, and number 31, Max Cos. While for the Redbacks, it'll be number 15, Daniel Steen, number 5, Matt Spencer, number 52, Zach Coleman-Bock, number 40, Devin Vanderheight, and number 3, the veteran, the triple-double himself, Stephen Coffey, as we get underway. As Vanderheight gets the scoring underway for the Redbacks.
I would say RMIT confidently has 2 ball handling guards that are a threat to get a triple-double, which is very hard to say.
I reckon Stephen Coffey recently just had a triple-double of his own. Both these teams missing key players as well. RMIT missing Lou Agon, currently in a cast, sitting on the back of the bench. So wish him all the best, while Rowan Jarvie missing it for the Bellarine Storm, currently racing up the mountain in Bathurst as Vanderheight starts his night off perfectly with another 3 points to his total. Cos couldn't get his 3 to go. Coleman Bock now come up with the rebound as Smith, who has his first start for State Championship men this season.
Uh-oh.
Steen slipped over on the floor mat at the entrance to the stadium. Bellarine with numbers, couldn't capitalise on it, so now they'll have to set up in an offense. Cos fading. His shot won't go.
I like the cut, though.
Getting good looks, just not getting the right shots to drop. Spencer now to Coffey. Creating separation. Back to Coffey, into Coleman Bock, who just has a mismatch inside and uses it to his advantage. And the Redbacks have started hot here at a cold Bellarine Secondary College. Cos turning the corner now. Has nowhere to go, so has to go to Smith. Varley into Smith, created some separation, got his first 2 points of the contest.
I like that Will realized that his guy was set on stopping Louis, and he separated really quickly. That was a nice read.
Very decent crowd tonight too here. Supporters from both sides. It's Coleman Bock asserts his dominance inside, gets the basket to go and draws the contact. Foul will be on Jaden Brown. Or Jordan Brown, Jaden Brown.
Jaden.
Sorry, Stonesy stitching out there. Coleman Bock gets his free throw to go. He's up to 5 points in this one.
And RMIT has come out with some great energy off the bench too, which is really critical in away games. You got to somehow set yourself an edge, and they've done that early.
Nice dish there from Louis Varley into Will Smith. He's up to 4 points in this one. A youth league player who's made his way up through the ranks very quickly. Only a second or third year player in Big V. Representative basketball, matter of a fact. Steen underneath, drew the contact, got the basket, and the Redbacks are fired up. The foul will go on number 30 for the Storm, Will Smith. His first, second team foul. And Steen, chance to convert the M1. His free throw won't go. So Varley now pushing the floor, attacking, wants to attack, had his pocket picked. And Steen wastes no time. His pass picked, and Will Smith come away with it. Varley, quick trigger three, won't go. Offensive rebound by the Storm. His pass was a little bit too heavy. Chaos basketball here at the Bellarine Secondary College, and Coffey wants to slow things up. Coffey created some separation. Coleman Bock now underneath. He's been a threat inside. Couldn't get that one to go. Vander Haight, his three won't go. Spencer offensive rebound. Coffey attacking. Steen 4-3 won't go. And Varley comes up with the rebound. Storm not with numbers. There'll be a foul on the play. This time it'll be on Daniel Steen, who just come up a little bit sore after that.
Understandably so. Carlson just tucked that ball like a running back and tried to shoot the gap, and Steen was the unfortunate receiver of that collision.
So very physical game, but being well officiated.
And I think everybody would agree. I would prefer, and most players would prefer, let them be a bit more physical.
As Steen's
like
on the floor again, and Brown just lets him know about it. Potentially just a subtle
too small there.
Yeah.
But as the game goes on, you want the refs to allow a little bit of physical play, a little bit of bumping, a little bit of pushing. If they call everything, the game gets choppy. Nobody really gets in a flow. It's not fun to watch. It's not fun to play in. So at this point, you let it ride.
Plenty of flow at this moment as another player's on the deck. This time it's Coleman Bock. He's very slow to get up. He actually hasn't gotten up yet, and we'll have our first extended stoppage in this one. There's mass substitutions. Daniel Steen checking out. He's in still quite a bit of pain after that collision with Nick Carlson. As Xavier Cotton will check in for the Redbacks, while Max Cos and Will Smith will check out for the Storm, and we'll have Ethan Nichols and the clock tower, Ben Walters, checking in. Coffey now. Inside to Spencer, just had heaps of separation. All his defenders stepped off him, and he got right to the ring. So halfway through the first quarter, Redbacks lead 14-8 over the Storm. Varley.
Ball's sticking a bit on this possession. I'd like to see him move a bit more.
To Carlson, through multiple hits, body, contact, everything. As Walters couldn't secure it. Coleman Bock come up with the rebound. Coffey now. Lost control of it, regained it. Back up to Coleman Bock. Vander Haight now. Nice dish inside to Coleman Bock. He goes up and under.
JB pulled the chair on him a little bit at the last second there with the contest.
He's played through contact the first few catches, Coleman Bock. And
come on, Ben.
Ben Walters down the other end, extends the range. not known for his 3-point prowess, however, potentially something he's been working on is Coleman Block. Uses the celebrating Storm as an advantage, and it's another 2 points to his total. So back and forth action so far in this one. Cotton with some aggressive defense here on Brown, who just forces
Somebody's
his
going to get
weight.
a foul call, yeah.
And we're going to have a foul on the plate. As Varley's 3 won't count. It'll be a foul on number 52. Sorry, 54. Xavier Cotton, his first. As we'll see Ginger Yap check in for the Redbacks, while Zach Coleman Bock will check out.
We've got to have movement here on the backside.
So interesting matchup here for the Redbacks. Cotton's a significant amount smaller than Brown, but he's doing a fantastic job on defense. So it'll be interesting to see if they stick with that as Vanderhait continues to light it up. He's up to 8 points, and Bellarine Storm are calling a timeout. Coach Stamatopoulos upset with something, but with 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter, the Redbacks lead 19-11 over the Bellarine Storm in what has been a very action-packed first 7 minutes.
If you're Coach Nick, excuse me, I think right now from the Storm, we're looking at a few missed opportunities or missed coverages in terms of scout. So we've seen a few deep shots by Vanderhait. He clearly is a strong shooter. We need to go over everything on him, make sure that the second he catches, there's somebody on his side, somebody on his hip, pushing him off that 3-point line.
Yeah, last time these two teams played much earlier in the season, and it was, from what I remember, it's the only away game I've been to this year. It was quite close.
Yes.
At RMIT. So both these teams are very evenly placed in terms of skill set. So it will definitely be a huge matchup. Bellarine with just the single game this weekend, while RMIT will head back to Bundoora to take on the Sunbury Jets tomorrow afternoon.
That will also be a good game.
Very good game. And like we mentioned earlier, the ladder for championship men is as tight as I have ever seen it before.
There's so much parity in the league this year for the men.
Between third and 10th, there is 2 games separation. So it is really anyone's game this season as Nick Carlson gets his afternoon underway.
Yeah, final spots are still very much up for grabs from almost every single team in the league. Good hands.
Nice defensive read there by Brown. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, all with 5 wins and 6 losses. So anyone wins a game in there and they will be moving up as Jaden Brown. It's another 3 for his total. And the margin back to just 3 points.
And I love that the threes that he's hit so far, he isn't catching and assessing whether he's open. He's catching and immediately firing. I love that aggression from JB.
Confident shooting. As Coffey's 3 won't go. Nichols now. Hands off to Carlson, to Walters, to Varley. Creating some separation. No luck. Brown had to work hard for the offensive rebound. Got it.
Good hustle.
Varley back to Brown. Spencer was in the right place at the right time, and nice pass from him to Yap to Coffey. Vanderhait. 8 points so far for him in this one. Can he continue his run? He can, up to 10. And Devin Vanderhait absolutely tearing apart this Bellarine defense at the moment. Carlson now. Got the step on his defender, going up over the top of his defender, and got 2 more points for his total, up to 4. 2 rebounds for him as well.
Textbook jab step on that one too.
Got the defender to bite. As Nichols come away with a steal. It's a foot
race
race between Ethan Nichols and Matt Spencer. He drew the contact, count the basket, and won for the fastest man in Big V State Championship men, Ethan Nichols. Foul will be on Matt Spencer, who will be a close second for fastest man.
Very close second. That
Very
was
close second.
Entertaining transition right there.
As Nick Carlson will check out. And we'll see the mid-range king, Trent Cousins, check in. Minute 35 left in this one, and Ethan Nichols a chance to tie it up in the dying stages of the first quarter. He misses the free throw. Yap will come up with the rebound. Spencer now. Just a runway for him as Jaden Brown rises up with a highlight block. So it'll stay with RMIT. Coffee up to Spencer. Into Yap. Out to Cotton, who pulls the trigger. Gets that three to go.
Coach Nick wanted a 3-second call on that one.
Referee didn't give it to him. Walters in the corner, already hit one from there. Up to Cousins, around to Nichols. Three is up, quick trigger, three from Ethan Nichols. And just like Jaden Brown, he is confident with his three-point shooting this afternoon.
And in that possession, the ball hit every single player for Bellarine. I loved the sharing of the ball on that one.
Maybe ball movement's a key talking point amongst all senior teams.
Honestly.
I mean, the ball movement in the women's game was electric.
And, sorry.
Louis Varley's just about to be subbed off. I don't think he realises. Now he does. Go on. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, it's been a continual theme for these guys specifically. The more they move the ball with pace and the more the ball doesn't stick, the more they score. So it's common sense. The ball moves, you score, and you have a much better chance of good looks at the basket.
There's Brown attacking his defender. In Yap, no luck this time. And so 2 seconds separate shot and game clock. Someone was pleading for the basketball. Might have been Ginger Yap in the key, didn't get it, so Coffey wants to dance with Jaden Brown. He just creates his own separation, no luck. Vander Hayt finishes the quarter. He was confused whether the basket counts. It will count. And that'll round out the first quarter here at the Bellarine Secondary College. And the Redbacks with a three-point lead over the Bellarine Storm at 26-23. It'll be Devin Vanderheidt leading the way for the Redbacks with 12 points, 3 rebounds. Well, for the Storm, it will be Jaden Brown at 7 points, 2 rebounds, and Will Smith 4 points, 4 rebounds. But so far, a very even contest between both these teams, which is to be expected. And very physical game too, but referees allowing it to play and providing us with some A-class entertainment.
Absolutely. And to the credit of both teams, there's been some really good defensive adjustments in terms of players not getting what they want early. A little bit more on Bellarine's side as we saw them take an early timeout to try to settle things down on the defensive end. But toward the end of the quarter, I think the pace increased on both sides, and that just automatically makes anything more entertaining. So, yeah, credit to both teams for a good pace through the first quarter.
The one thing for the Storm will be slowing down Devin Vanderheidt. If he continues on this trek, he's up for a 50-point game. So expect potentially that to be a major focus for Nick Stamatopoulos and the Bellarine Storm. But so far, a very close game as to be expected. It was close last time these two teams played, all the way back in round, I don't even know what round.
11?
We are in round 11. These two teams faced off in round...
It was early, like 2?
Round spot on, round 2.
Let's go.
Bellarine coming away 4-point winners. So very close all game. So as we get back underway here Coffee to get us underway. Into Van der Height. Excuse me. It's his first shot well off, and Xavier Cotton will throw it off the back of Ethan Nichols.
I like the defensive switch up there to put Nick on Van der Height. He's going to be a bit more physical defensively, have that height reach, so he can contest a little bit better.
Potentially not the switch Coach Stamatopoulos wanted, though, with
Correct.
Coleman Block now on Max Cos. So he gets another 2 easy points. Cos now, Cousins. Backdoor pass, a little bit too high, a little bit too hot for Max Cos. So another chance for the Redbacks to start the second quarter hot, just like they did in the first. Van der Height to Cotton. His shot won't go. Nice rebound there over the top of Max Cos. As the foul this time will be on number 77, Roman Lutton. Cos now to Cousins. Nichols into Carlson, straight away going to work. Cos, Smith spinning out to Nichols. He's already hit one this afternoon.
Good look.
No luck on that one. Van der Height.
I reckon Max should have taken that first shot on the kick out, but
just hesitated just a second.
He hesitated just a second. Now, ideally, he's going to look for it this next time around.
Coleman Bock for his third and one of the contest. Cousins just that touch too late on the defensive end. That'll be Trent Cousins first. As we have a substitution here. Jaden Brown checking in. Trent Cousins checking out. So Coleman Bock also causing plenty of trouble for the Storm, up to 11 points. Make it 12. Very quick free throw shot.
That was an interesting one.
Carlson coming the other way, spinning, blocked by Coleman Block. He's fired up, and it'll go back the other way, back to the Redbacks.
Did that hit off of Nick?
I believe so.
Okay. I was confused there for a second.
Was blocked back onto Nick Carlson. So we just quickly pause for the floor sweepers. Action back underway. Lutton now to Coffee. Created some separation. Bench thought he was fouled. Smith had it, and then he didn't. Great hustle there by Van der Height. Coach Rivetto wants to talk to someone. I don't think he got it. Coleman Bock continues to dominate inside as the Storm have no answer for him. He's up to 13 points and continues to have his way inside the key. It's the lead now out to 10 points for the Redbacks. Carlson blocked. And it'll be last touched off Roman Lutton.
Right now, Storm are doing a good job getting in the paint, but with such a strong presence with Coleman back, we need to either elevate off 2 feet so we can finish through a bit more contact, or look for that next dump down or look for that next pass.
Carlson again attacking. Nichols diving. Coleman Block is a man on a mission tonight.
You can call him Coleman Block.
A-class work here from Courtney Strait. Well, basically you can. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks for Zach Coleman Block. As Ethan Nichols will check out, and we'll see Louis Varley check back in. So potentially just some veteran experience just to calm down this Bellarine Storm. And Varley attacking, up, under, couldn't get it to go, and Van der Hayt with the rebound. Van der Hayt looking to pick up where he left off, and he does. And what can't the Redbacks do at the moment? They are fired up inside and out. They will make you pay, as Brown will get the basket to go and just relieve a little bit of pressure that was mounting very quickly on the Storm.
That was really good early transition there. The recognition happened where JB had a smaller defender on him who was trying to full front. And because our wings and our posts had such high positioning, there was no extra help there in the paint. So really good realization there from JB just to seal and hold. And good job of Louis to get his eyes up and put a nice soft touch pass over the top.
Potentially something that the Storm can use to exploit just to get themselves back into this game. Coffee now. Mid-range jump shot off the glass. It's good for him. So Varley now coming the other way. Into Brown. Again, that matchup. Cotton being a pest on defense. There's Brown. Attacks Coleman Block. The defensive menace that he is they've got to get it across very quickly. Max Cos was in the right place at the right time. So was Brown, blocked by Coffey. And Smith will secure the rebound. And
really good hustle there by Will. Relentlessness.
Again, we're back to that fast-paced action we saw to start this one. Cotton wants to slow it up and get to work. He does. Attacking the rim, couldn't get it, and it'll be last touched off Devin Van der Hayt.
Great early communication there by Will, too. Sometimes, and you notice it especially, I suppose, at the college level in America, where first-year players or young players, the biggest jump in terms of comfort zone is really being loud and communicating everything defensively. So you don't see that with Will here, and I'm really liking that maturity.
Will Smith, obviously, only his third year in representative basketball, coming from a footy background, as Max Cos hit potentially the toughest shot of his life. And got that one to drop. And so the margin slowly creeping back as Coffey just extends it back out with a deep three.
He's
back
just
out to 11.
He's unfazed. Like, everything he does the same facial expression.
He'd arguably be one of the best players in Big V basketball. There's a little bit of tension on the court at the moment.
Spencer got knocked to the ground as Louis was trying to get into the passing lane.
Right.
So it just so happened that the ball was moving right as the collision happened, so the refs didn't see it. I will say, in all earnestness, Louis got away with one there, so play on.
Well, as we head to a timeout, 11-point lead still here for the Redbacks. 5.5 minutes through the second quarter in what has been an action-packed game. Coleman Block continues to lead his team alongside Devin Van der Hayt. Coleman Block, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist and 3 blocks. Well, Devin Van der Hayt, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Quick look around the league with multiple other games going on this evening. Hume City taking on Gippsland United over in Traralgon. Hume City currently 30-point leaders in that one. While over in Pakenham lead by 9 points over the Camberwell Dragons. And our only other matchup on at the moment is Wyndham and McKinnon, which looks to be all tied up halfway through the second quarter. As we return back to Bellarine Secondary College, Devin Van der Hayt at the line for 2. Gets the first to go. Devin Van der Hayt, 16 points. Couldn't get the second to go.
He's human.
He's human. Cos now. To Brown. Back to Cos. Went really nowhere with it. And so they'll have to restart again. Cos. Into Brown. Doubled now as Smith comes flying in. Hit the deck hard. Did Will Smith. And it'll be a foul on number 15 for the Redbacks. Daniel Steen, his second. So Redbacks now in foul trouble. Still with 5 minutes to go.
JB had a mismatch there where he had a smaller guard on him. RMIT immediately went to the double. So that was a really good job by Will to then notice no one's on me. My guy went to double. Time to cut to the rim.
And made it a hard pass for Brown to get it back up. They nearly come away with a turnover as we're just... back underway. Carlson floats and got the friendly roll.
Floats is right.
Just hung in the air for about what felt like an eternity. Coffee now. To Vanderheyt. Back to Coffee. Back to Vanderheyt. A little bit of 1-2 basketball. Got the step on his defender, and Devin Vanderheyt, that would have been huge. He would have been fired up after that one, but now a chance for the Storm to strike, cut the lead to single digits. Carlson, Brown, couldn't get it to go. Smith, offensive rebound, count the basket, and one for Will Smith.
I think JB got a shot to the face there, accidentally, on his attempt.
Looks to be okay. He's coming out anyway, potentially, because Ben Walters is waiting for his sub. He's not going to get it. Oh, no. Sub shooter. So Smith at the line at 4-1 more. Couldn't get that one. Will Smith been good in his first start this season for state championship men. 8.7 rebounds so far in this one. Obviously starting in the absence of Rowan Jarvie, who's currently in New South Wales. Coleman Bock continues to just...
Fundamental footwork.
Nothing special from Coleman Bock, but he continues to stuff the stat sheet.
Everything is so effective.
78% from the field this afternoon for Coleman Bock. Cos fading. Shot was a little bit too flat. Steen come up with the rebound. Coffee now. Uses the screen out to Steen. 4-3. Won't get it to go, and Cos under the heavy contact. Smith got tangled up with someone coming down the court. Spencer come away with the ball, and just like that, the Redbacks are out with numbers. As Devin Vanderheyt finishes the playoff. And again, the Redbacks are fired up, as we're going to pause again for the floor sweepers, who are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
As per usual in the state champ men's games.
100%. As we'll see, Will Smith and Max Cos check out. Ethan Nichols and Ben Walters check back in. Quite a few players for the Redbacks who you would almost consider as legends of Big V. Stephen Coffey definitely one. Potentially one of the best point guard that has ever graced Big V basketball, consistently performing. Matt Spencer, another one in that conversation. And Daniel Steen, number 15, also been around and consistent for multiple years, as the three from Carlson won't go. Coffee now into Coleman Bock, back to Coffee, who's hassled by Varley. Now they go into Coleman Bock. This man is putting up a fight, and he continues to dominate inside. Bellarine do not have an answer for him at the moment. Foul will be on at number 21, Jaden Brown. And right now, Bellarine do not have an answer for Coleman Bock.
And that was a good double, and they had him initially, but he's just one of those guys that he's going to keep pivoting, and he's going to keep creating space for himself. So if you don't keep moving with him, he's going to find a way past you. So
Mr. Fundamental.
Absolutely. And he's a good energy guy, you can tell. Really high free throw shots.
0 from 2 from the free throw line that trip. Varley now attacking, floater, bit too heavy off the glass. Varley in there for the putback, giving the offensive rebound as well. As the Bellarine Storm just can't get over that 10-point lead margin and get themselves back into this one. Spencer to Van der Hayt to Coleman Bock. They just want to keep feeding him, let him go to work. This time he kicks it back out to his scoring counterpart in Devin Van der Hayt, who makes it look too easy. He's up to 20 points.
Already? Oh, my goodness.
Already. Georgia Varley numbers so far as Ben Walters already hit one tonight from beyond the arc. No luck. And Coffey comes up with the rebound. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Coffey, Coleman Bock just bullies his way inside. And he'll head to the free throw line again, potentially copped a stray one to the face.
And I reckon if JB came at that closeout square instead of turning and looking to slide with him, I think he would have probably drawn a charge on that possession.
So that'll be Jaden Brown's third. So he'll take a break, and we'll see Will Smith check back in. Coleman Bock gets the first. Coleman Bock gets the second, averaging 15 points per game so far this season. He's already up to 18 in a half of basketball. So,
I mean, you've got 2 players with about 20 points. You stop one of them, that's a whole different ball game here.
Nice cut there by Ben Walters. Got to the basket. So he'll head to the free throw line. Foul will be on number 5, Matt Spencer. And we're going to have a quick timeout here for Vincenzo Rivetto and the RMIT Redbacks. But it'll be the Redbacks with a 14-point lead over the Bellarine Storm, 50-36. And the Storm just can't get that momentum going that they need. RMIT just have an answer for everything so far.
Yeah, and it's a theme that we have noticed a little bit on the men's side is when they trade baskets with teams and don't up the ante on the defensive end and be the aggressors and be disruptors, that's when they have a tendency to get a little bit withdrawn. The ball doesn't move as quickly up the floor then when we get a stop. So I think just honestly, energy and effort and keeping Coleman back out of the paint. If he catches it mid-post, I think challenge him to make a little floater as opposed to, you know, buckling down and initiating contact and using that dribble to get closer into the paint. So energy and effort and clogging up the paint a bit more and make his shots more difficult.
Well, statistically on paper, the only thing that RMIT are currently substantially winning is the
points in the paint?
The scoring.
Yeah, okay.
They're only up +1 on the rebound count, +3 on the assists, and they have 1 less turnover than the Storm. So points in the paint, however, for RMIT so far in this one would have to be almost 40 if I was to put a number on it, as Ben Walters gets his second shot to go. Points in the paint so far for this one for RMIT, 28. And Coleman Bock's about to make it 30. Great defense there by the Storm. Van der Hayt, floater won't go. Smith, another rebound for him. And coming the other way is Carlson. Smith. Varley on an island, decided to attack the ring. Louis Varley going inside, no luck. Will Smith cleaning up the scraps with a putback. Final minute of the first half. Coffey dancing his way down the court, makes it look easy. And Van der Hayt will reset, wants to go to work. Nice defense there by the Storm as Nick Carlson comes away with the block, and Bellarine again want to push the floor. Nichols. It was a foot violation. Nearly would have worked out perfectly for the Storm. As Xavier Cotton's going to come in for the final 37 seconds. And Devin Vanderhait will check out. Carlson up the top, taking on Spencer. Drew the contact, no call. Smith, again, another offensive rebound. Let the big dog eat. Will Smith is currently dominating.
I was going to say, he's got to have a double-double in the first half.
Spot on, 12 points, 10 rebounds in his first start, in 12 minutes, mind you. So, and he's got to play a youth league game tomorrow as well. So
he's built for it.
He's a man on a mission. Final play of the game, Coffey out to Spencer. Cotton, 4-3, shot clock expires. Walters got tangled up with Coleman Bock, couldn't secure it. And that will round out the first half as Carlson's shot won't go. Louis Varley just asking whether there was a shot clock violation. I believe it hit the ring. As we round out the first half here at the Bellarine Secondary College, it'll be the Redbacks leading 50 over the Bellarine Storm 41. We'll be back in 10 minutes for second half action. are back here at the Bellarine Secondary College for this state championship men's matchup between the Bellarine Storm and the RMIT Redbacks. And at the major break, the Redbacks currently leading by 9 points, 41-50 over the Bellarine Storm. A few more here, and joining me in just a second will be state championship women's player Courtney Straight, just finishing up with a halftime activation, but it was Zach Coleman-Bock who led the way for the Redbacks in the first half. $18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, while Devin Vanderhait at the same time, 20 points, 5 rebounds for him as well. While for the Storm, it was Will Smith, 12 points, 10 rebounds in his first half as he led the way for the Storm. But a huge second half coming up. And I'm sure the major talking point for the Storm at halftime would have been how to stop Coleman-Bock and Devin Vanderhait in this second half. As action gets back underway, Varley now. Brown, back to Varley. They want to get started hot. As Varley's shot will fall short. Spencer coming up with the rebound. Across to Steen for 3. That's the perfect start for the Redbacks. As Daniel Steen gets another 3 points for his total. Up to 8. Smith to Varley to Brown. Carlson now with some separation, pulls the trigger and gets the 3 to drop. Dancy's back with 3 of his own.
Moonball on that one.
And then coming the other way is Vanderhait, couldn't get it, and Steen. Another 2 points to him, 5 points straight to start this second half. Again, the energy lifted here at the Bellarine Secondary College. Varley's 3 won't go. And so the Redbacks will slow it down, try and get through a set. Spencer. Out to Coffey, into Coleman-Bock. This man has been a man on a mission. Decides to pass it out to Spencer. Steen for 8 points in a row, no luck. Coleman-Bock a little bit too ambitious on the offensive rebound attempt. That'll be his first personal.
And if you're Coach Nick, you have to be happy with the intent on the defensive end, comparing the last possession to this one. They stopped the ball early. They didn't close out guns a-blazing to people that aren't shooters. They clogged up the paint, they forced a tough shot, and then they finished the possession. So, all in all, great.
Well, Redbacks only with the 6 threes in this first half and a bit. A lot of their scoring has been coming from inside the paint. Cos turns the corner, mid-range jump shot, won't go. Smith nearly secured it, instead Coleman-Bock did. And now Coffey coming the other way. To Steen, up to Vanderhait. Mid-range jump shot is good.
Gotta grab it, gotta grab it.
Second chance for Vanderhait, won't go as well. And this time, the Storm come away with the rebound. Varley into Brown. Steen thought it was going the other way. It won't be.
I thought it was a hold.
So did Coach Stamatopoulos. Smith to Brown. Mid-range jump shot, falls short. Coffey, another rebound for him. He's up to 6, 7.
Your ball.
Nope, it's not high enough. Damn it. It's tossed away there by the Redbacks. So a chance here for the Storm to capitalise. They need to start getting some shots to drop.
There's just like this impenetrable wall on an 11 or 10 point lead. They need to do something different to break that seal.
It's Varley's 3 off to the right. And it'll go back to the Redbacks. That's the thing, it's been stuck at, we haven't got, the lowest I think we got was 9 points.
And early in the first, I think they tied it up again.
Yeah.
And ever since then, there's been this bubble of 8 to 9 to 10 to 11 points.
3 points at quarter time, the margin. And it's been stuck at that.
What a finish.
10-point margin as Van der Hayt, under heavy contact, got his basket to drop. Varley going the other way. Another shot, got tough drop. So back and forth action here. Still that 11-point margin. The elusive 11. Coffee. Dribbling around the three-point line, loses it, then gives it to Van der Hayt. No one can secure the rebound. Eventually Coleman box secures it. Back out to Coffee.
Got a bit lucky with that one. Wide open.
Now's a chance for the Storm to strike. Cos got tangled up with Spencer. Varley attacking the rim. Great defense there by Devin Van der Hayt. Plenty of action here, and it's been overturned. This time it'll go back to RMIT. You know what I'd love? Step counters and heart monitors on both these coaches.
Oh, they'd be,
I reckon
putting
potentially
some kilometers in.
Potentially the two most energetic coaches in Big V. Coach Stamatopoulos and Coach Rivetto. So we have a foul on the play. This time it'll be on number 30, Will Smith. His second. Coffee. Nice behind the back pass, extra pass from Van der Hayt to Steen in the corner. Beautiful basketball by the Redbacks. They extend their lead out to 14. Varley trying to force the contact. Frustration starting to creep in for the Storm now. Coffee decides to pull it out. Someone's in the corner. It's Spencer. Coleman Bock gets it inside, and we have a substitution here. We'll see Ethan Nichols check in, Louis Varley checking out. Another substitution, Will Smith checking out. And Ben Walters checking in.
And I think right now the energy and the body language from Storm, it's reflecting like the game is way worse than it is right now. 15 points. They've come back from worse. And the last time they had a really strong comeback for the win was earlier this year against RMIT, against the same team. So they're perfectly capable, but if they don't get their body language back on track, then we're in for a long second half.
This game's already lining up to be the exact same as it was in the round 2 matchup. The scoreline almost exactly the same as where it was last time. So Cos will take a break, and we'll see Cousins back in, as well as Matt Spencer checking out. And Roman Lutton checking back in. Nichols. Carlson dancing with his defender. Created some separation, couldn't get it to go. Brown, offensive rebound, got it to go.
And
Daniel Speen thought he might have been hard done by there.
I think Bellarine has a bit of untapped extra potential in terms of crashing offensive rebounds. They're doing a really good job finding second chance opportunities. And if RMIT is going to continue to let that happen, they need to keep exploiting it.
So another foul on the play. This time Ben Walters picking up that one. Second chance points for the Storm in this one so far, 14. So that's why Courtney Straight's the best commentator in Big V basketball. Knows the game like the back of her hand. Carlson was pushed under the ring, and it'll be on the baseline. Foul will be on Devin van der Hayt. He's second. Cousins to inbound. Carlson. Through heavy contact. Got the basket and counted. Foul will be on number 77, Roman Lutton.
And I said it before earlier in the game, Nick just hangs in the air. He's just got that gene in him.
It's crazy. I don't know how much you saw of another player who does it, but Claire Bredden from Western Port.
Yeah.
She's another player who sort of floats when she shoots, but Nick Carlson making it count. But yes, Nick Carlson just sort of hovers.
He does. And right now, if you're Bellarine, this is crunch time. Get it to an attainable score here before the fourth quarter starts.
Stops and scores for the Storm.
Hit
They
it,
got to
mate.
stop. Can they get a score? They
Yes.
can. Nick Carlson with 3 of his own. And basketball is simple when you keep it to stops and scores. They need another stop now. Coffee attacking, baseline, got stuck on the baseline. Coleman Bock gave it back to Coffee and gave it back to Coleman Bock. Stops and scores. Cousins slowed it down. And they kick it back out. Carlson, give it to the hot hand.
Pull it.
Does pull the trigger,
Short.
does Nick Carlson. Nichols will come up with the offensive rebound, and they'll reset. Ethan Nichols, 4-3, does get it to go, and the Bellarine Storm are rolling. As the Bellarine bench went to celebrate, Nick Samatopoulos just told them to relax, let's settle down. We are still not in this, but with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter, Bellarine have chipped it back to a 7-point deficit. So they trail the RMIT Redbacks 64-57. But again, we saw this last time at RMIT where things seemed to get out of control, and then the Bellarine Storm just almost like flipped the switch and got it back onto their terms. And just like that, they've got over that elusive 11-point deficit.
Absolutely. And give credit to them on the defensive end. All of a sudden, RMIT are switching from getting looks in their system to contested looks that are nearing the end of the shot clock. So testament there to Bellarine in terms of changing the mentality on the defensive end. And I think that mentality then stretches onto the offensive end. Be aggressive, take what's given to you, play with pace.
So starting to heat up again. Very close first quarter, and then RMIT gained some separation across the second quarter and the start of this third quarter, and now it's back to a 7-point margin. What can both these teams come out with out of this timeout as we get underway? 3.5 minutes left in this third quarter. 7 points the margin. Spencer now to Coffee. Back to Spencer. He attacks the ring. Over the top of his head. Couldn't get it to go. Walters was pushed out of the rebound contest.
Ben's got a cheeky look on his face. I think he might have put a little emphasis on that one.
No way. Devin van der Hayt picks up his third. Definitely knowing Ben Walters, he would have done that.
Nah.
So Walters at the line for 2. Gets the first to go.
Special shout out here to Ben as well. He's a role player on this team, but with the absence of Rowan away for his studies this week, and Liam still coming off of some Achilles tendinopathy, he's come in, slotted right in, and really done his job well. So very, very well done. He should be proud of his efforts so far.
Cousins applying the pressure on Van der Hayt. Coleman Bock does what he does best, goes inside.
Tough finish.
Makes it look easy.
Absolutely.
And so still 7 points the margin. That ball movement that we saw in the first quarter is back, and so is Nick Carlson with 3 threes this quarter. And he is putting this Bellarine Storm team on his back.
I'm loving this.
Down to 4 points. Energy has lifted in the Bellarine Secondary College now. Coffee, mid-range jump shot, gets it to go, showing his experience.
Unfazed again.
Potentially the biggest crowd we've had here for a while. It's depleted a little bit as the night has gone on, as Ethan Nichols, it is raining threes here at the Bellarine Secondary College. Get your umbrellas out. It is pouring threes as Xavier Cooks wants to get in on the action. Ben Walters ended up in the stands.
Good box out by Ben.
And Coleman Bock will check out of the game, and we'll see Ginger Yap check back in.
And I think if you're Coach Rivetto here for RMIT, you give Coleman back these 2 minutes, give him a blow, so then he's ready for the long haul here for this fourth quarter.
So final 2 minutes of the third quarter, 3 points the margin. Carlson, he has been electric in this third quarter. Cousins all the way around, attacks the middle, mid-range jump shot, falls short. And it'll be last touched off Cousins. So on the ropes again. Redbacks ideally want to score off this just to create some separation. Ginger Yap, a bit too ambitious attacking the rim. It'll be an offensive foul. That'll be his first. And a chance here, a 3 to tie the game. 90 seconds left in this third quarter. Will set us up for a huge fourth quarter. Might I remind you, massive ramifications for the ladder. As a player ended up on the floor is underneath.
That one.
And it is heating up here. Bellarine bench asking for a flop.
Nick wants it too.
They won't get it, but Brown will head to the line for 2.
So he's not having it. Coach Nick is not happy.
So Brown at the line for 2. Makes the first. Nick Carlson has 18 points. I've only just looked at that.
Just a quiet, smooth 18. Oh!
His Cousins couldn't get the putback to go. So 2 points the margin. Minute 12 left. Van der Hayt turned the corner. Mid-range jump shot. Rattles out. Carlson, who has been a man on a mission in this third quarter.
Bullet.
Nichols, transition 3 would be huge. Cousins had the offensive rebound, then didn't. Coffee come away with it. Spencer attacking the ring. Bodies everywhere. Cousins copped a falcon. Ben Walters is on the floor without his headband. And Spencer nearly ended up back in Geelong. But there will be a foul on the play. This time it'll be on Ben Walters. Do not go anywhere. It is action-packed basketball here at the Bellarine Secondary College. Again, we said it earlier in the call, but 2 games separate 3rd and 10th. And there is 4 or 5 teams that are all on 5 wins and 6 losses. So state champ basketball in the men's division is certainly ramping up. And this is a true display of it. It's Cotton. Cousins come in too late on that one. Didn't give Cotton space to land, so Cotton will head to the line for 2. He missed the first.
Crowd's happy with that one.
Crowd are getting into it now. Cotton got the second. So Nichols now, a little bit of applied pressure here by the Redbacks. Storm get through it fairly unscathed. Inside now to Brown. Walters. Nichols late in the shot clock, 7 seconds. Nichols out to Cousins. 4-3, looks good. Isn't good. Nichols had it, then lost it. Coffey had it, regained it. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Coffey with it now. Cousins a little bit of applied pressure here, stays with it. Coffey attacking out to Spencer. Didn't want to shoot it, but Coffey will make it, and Coffey lets him know. And do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd are in this one. The teams are in this one, and it is a 5-point margin here in favour of the Redbacks. All on the back of a Nick Carlson special quarter. He's up to 18 points, 3 threes for him in the quarter. Jaden Brown, 13 points, 6 rebounds for him, while Will Smith, 12 points, 11 rebounds in this one. Well, it is still the duo of Devin Vanderhait and Zach Coleman-Bock, both with 22, both with 6 rebounds, both with 1 assist. The only thing that Coleman-Bock has got Vanderhait beaten in is blocks, and he's got 3 of them. But intensity is certainly lifted in this one, and there is certainly some feeling creeping into this.
And in a good way. Like, teams are getting up in each other's face. The energy is lifted. The intensity just feels so much more electric here. So I'm all for it. We want a high-octane fourth quarter, and I think we're in store for one.
Well, if we cast our eye back to last time these two teams played, at the 3-quarter time break, let me do some quick maths. There was 1 point in it.
Right.
So we are set for a huge fourth quarter here at the Bellarine Secondary College. It is an action-packed weekend of basketball hoops here. Reminder, if you're not doing anything tomorrow and you're not making your way across the bay to Sherbrooke for our state championship women's, come down and watch what is set to be a huge afternoon of Youth League women's basketball and Youth League men's basketball. Youth League women taking on Sunbury in what is a top 4 clash, and then our Youth League men take on Melton in what is set to be another top 4 clash.
And both of our Youth League teams are at the top of their respective tables. So you don't have any excuse for not showing up to these games tomorrow, because they're playing at high level. They're exciting to watch.
And there's no footy in Geelong tomorrow.
There's no footy in Geelong tomorrow. It's $10, and you get 2 games out of it. If you're an adult, kids get in for free. We also have some posters set out, so hopefully we can get some posters distributed so kids can get some signatures.
I saw you get swarmed after the game.
It's all in good fun. But yeah, definitely get out and watch these Youth League teams, because they deserve good crowds. They're really fighting hard this season, and we want to see them finish the season through as high as they can.
Well, settle in. Fourth quarter is underway. Redbacks to start. Vanderhait gets a tough shot off, and the perfect start for the Redbacks. Smith back into the game. 12 points, 11 rebounds for him. Brown to Carlson. 3 threes for him in the third quarter. Brown had to work hard for that. Drew the contact. No call on the play, and this time we'll have a foul.
That was a tough one, because despite the fact that JB didn't shoot, he had somebody jump and land on his shoulder. And in my opinion, I think that warrants a contact foul on that one.
So back underway. 7 points the margin. Coffey. Spencer. Coffey now. Inside to Yap. He backs his way down. Draws a contact. Couldn't get the roll. And he'll head to line for 2. Foul will be on number 30. Will Will Smith. That'll be his third. So Smith out, Walters back in. Yeah, at the free throw line. Couldn't get the first to go. Correction, Will Smith currently on 4 fouls. So yeah, 0 from 2 from the free throw line. Potentially costly for RMIT. Carlson spinning, baseline, blocked. Lost control of it, Div van der Hayt. Players everywhere. Coffee manages to come away with it. Van der Hayt cutting to the ring, found Spencer. Cotton. Great defense there by Brown, come away with the steal. And the Bellarine Storm off to the races. Coach Samatopoulos urging them to go. Carlson. Into Brown, squares up, decides to go to work. Attacking, Cotton, come away with a steal. Spencer now. Out to Van der Hayt, tough shot, had a hand in his face, didn't get it. And so Bellarine now coming with numbers. Cousins, Carlson, transition, thought about the 3. Great defense there by Coffey. And Cousins now with it. Walters, Varley, Brown. Look at him go to work. Backs down his defender. Up and down for Jaden Brown. As he'll head to the free throw line at 4. One more foul will be on number 54, Xavier Cotton.
And I don't know if somebody's told JB this, but the difference in his ability to finish when he's off of 2 feet versus when he's trying to snake through people and finish over top, I think that's really an area where he can continue to dominate, is just using that pivot foot, soaking in that contact, and finishing up high.
So Brown converts the M1, and we'll see Zach Coleman-Bock check back in for Jin Ji Yap. So 4 points the margin, 2.5 minutes gone. Spencer, guarded by Varley, being a little bit of a pest at the moment, trying to come away with a steal, nearly got it, and Coffey ended up underneath the ring. Out to Steen, got it back, and then Varley was there again, and Coffey just manages to bobble and secure it.
Can't be too upset about that possession. They got their hand on the basketball a couple of times. It ended in a loose ball finish. Play on, get some momentum back here.
As we got a basketball on the court.
Somebody was really upset about that over there.
I think it was one of the under-16 boys were quite upset about the stoppage in play. Varley up the top. Cousins pulls the trigger. No good. Coffey secures the rebound. Spencer now. Van der Hayt. Fend off, got away with it. And then this time we'll have a contact. This time it will be on number 12, Trent Cousins. And
Trent got a forearm to the chops there.
Devin Van der Hayt definitely got away with one there. So 6 points the margin. So Van der Hayt gets both free throws to go. Back out to an 8-point game. Varley now. To Carlson. into Brown. Wants to go to work, bullies his way inside, plenty of contact. Cousins was fouled and will head to the line for 2. Steen just a little bit too ambitious on the block attempt. So Cousins at the line for 2. 6.5 minutes left in this one. Plenty of feeling in this as Cousins missed the first. And got the second. As we'll see Trent Cousins check out. Max Cos check back in. Max Cos been quiet in terms of his output tonight. Just the 2 points, 3 rebounds. But expect him one shot and he'll fire up. 7 points the margin. Coffee now. Vander Haight into Coleman Bock. Trying to force his way through, couldn't. Coffee now. Fading 3, no luck. Spencer, come up over the top of someone. It'll go Bellarine's way. Foul will be on at number 5, Matt Spencer.
He got up on that
He
rebound
did get
too.
up.
Holy cow.
So did Max Cos, might
Yeah.
I add. So Bellarine trying to keep as much clock available as possible. Carlson. Walters. Inside to Brown. Doubled low, goes under, and it's a travel. A substitution, and we'll see number 6, Anthony Genicaro, check in for his first minutes of this one. We'll see Matt Spencer check out. Coffee now. Nice bounce pass into Coleman Bock, and he finishes under pressure. Coleman Bock continues to dominate this contest. Varley directing traffic from the top. Cos got the back step on his defender. High arcing shot, no luck. And Coleman Bock secured it. Out to Steen, now Coffee. Skip pass to Genicaro, to Vander Haight. 4-3 off the back iron. Walters secures the rebound. 5 minutes left in this one. Carlson wants to go to work, lost control, regained it, and then was blocked by Coffee. And out to the races is Devin Vander Haight. And just like that, RMIT are back to that 11-point margin, and they're fired up. And Bellarine are quite the opposite. But with just under 5 minutes left in this one, RMIT out by 11. And this is all we've asked for, plus more. Plenty of action in this one. As Coleman Bock continues to lead the game. Sorry, Devin Vander Haight now leading the game. 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks for him, while Coleman Bock 24 points and 6 rebounds. But it just feels right now the Storm need to come out of this timeout and hit a few shots, get a few good offensive possessions. Otherwise, RMIT are going to quickly run away with this.
Absolutely. And it comes down to, on the defensive end, continuing to attack with pace and be disruptive so they're not getting those easy, or shouldn't say easy, but looks within their system that ideally they're wanting to get. And offensively, let's not put all our eggs in one basket in terms of trying to attack mismatches down low. We were the most successful so far when we were zipping the ball from one point on the floor to the next, getting a paint touch, kicking it out, re-attacking, all of those aspects of a good motion offense. Let's not lose sight of that either.
That's what was working in the first quarter when we mentioned the Bellarine Storm moving the ball and everyone getting hands on it. They were getting good looks, and they kind of went away from it since the first quarter. So it'll be interesting to see what they change up out of this timeout. Smith back into the game, 4 fouls for him. as Brown got the step on his defender and got the finish over the top of Coleman Bach.
Really nice jab step there from JB at the top of the key.
So Coffey now. 9 points the margin. Nichols back onto the floor, guarding Coffey as he just steps through and delicately finishes that one. And again, kick ahead pass from Nichols as Carlson got the chair pulled on him.
I love the sever step there too. Super fundamental.
Didn't affect him at all as he gets to the basket with ease. And so Bellarine need a stop.
Now is when we cannot get into the business of trading baskets.
As Cousins back in as well. So Bellarine looking to play with some pace, which they do. Smith got stuck on the block and kicks it back up to Carlson, to Nichols, to Cousins. Nice skip pass to Smith, a little bit hot, manages to secure it. Carlson from the car park, this would be huge. Couldn't get it.
Good
Two
hustle,
RMIT
Will.
players got tangled up.
I think that stays. Oh, man. I thought that was
Close
definitely
one
our
there.
ball.
Close one there. But it'll go back to RMIT. So 9 points the margin. Time quickly evaporating here for the Storm. Coffey just wants to burn as much as he can. And Coleman Bach sets the on ball. And Coffey attacking the rim. Nichols comes away with the block. So 7 seconds on the shot clock. Coleman Bach just finds a gap and gets it to go. And Coleman Bach continues to dominate this one. Smith now, Nichols, Cousins. Carlson cutting, lost it. Bounced off his knee and Steen will secure it and slow it down. Coffey. Smith nearly come away with the steal, couldn't secure it. Coleman Bach did a good job to make it, and he can shoot. Can Anthony Genicaro? So he gets his first 3 points. Smith thought about the three, back to Carlson. Cousins on an island at the top, buries that three. And there'll be a foul on the play too, so Bellarine will get back-to-back possessions to try and get themselves back into this one. 11 points again, still that margin elusive. As Louis Varley will check back in, Will Smith will check out.
Going to the small ball here. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's all right. And so will Anthony Genicaro, and we'll see Matt Spencer check back in. So both teams pulling out all stops to try and secure a win here. As Nichols' pass, no one was there to secure it. And Spencer will just slow it down.
And if you're Bellarine, you can't be content with this. You have to get up and you have to push the pace.
So Coffey using both the screens, uses Coleman Bach. Looks to go back, they go inside. Coleman Bach's on an island, he can't leave that man open. He continues to dominate. He's got 28. And it'll be last touched off RMIT Redbacks. And we're going to have a timeout going to Bellarine. And so with a minute 47 left in this one, 13 points the margin. Is it doable, Courtney Strait?
Absolutely. It's right now a matter of being extra aggressive defensively, and offensively, if you have an open look, you gotta back yourself and knock it down. But also, if you don't have an open look, be aggressive, get into the paint, draw a defender, and look to find that next open teammate.
And stop Zach Coleman Bach, who continues to just have his fingerprints all over this one. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist and 3 blocks, shooting at 80% from the field. So he is certainly dominated in this one, well above his average of scoring, only averaging 15 points per game this season. So certainly a standout game for him. As both teams make their way back out onto the courts, it'll be Bellarine ball. Referees are just going to come together quickly just to discuss the state of the shot clock. Currently sitting on 17. Matt Spencer asked if it should go back to 14. I can't remember whether it hit the ring. No, we had a foul. It should stay.
Yeah.
So 17 on the shot clock. Minute 47 left, 13 points is the margin. Varley curling, 3 is up. We'll go for Louis Varley, tough shot. Back to 10 points. Bellarine need a stop. Brown nearly come away with it. Coffey had Coleman Bock cutting, decides to leave it. And Spencer now. Nowhere really to go. Varley needs to get up. He does. Late in the shot clock. Comes off the leg of someone. It'll be a Bellarine player. Spencer.
I think the crowd was thinking it was over and back, but nobody had established possession off of that loose ball. So that was a play on.
Correct. Actually come off a Bellarine player, so just under 14s.
We got to play with a little pace here, Storm.
So 10 points the margin, minute left in this one. Nichols. No one really going anywhere except Louis Varley, and he's going to the 3-point line. No luck. Ball bobbles, and it's going to stay with the Storm. They're going to have a quick pause in play to clean up some more sweat. So we nearly just put the ball back into play when there's
children on the floor.
3 extra players on the floor. Shout out to Zach Coleman Bock for giving respect to the floor sweepers. Louis Varley having some words with Matt Spencer on the bench. Seemed all friendly. Everyone's smiling over there. Varley.
Come on, Louis.
Pulls the trigger. No luck. Coleman Bock with the big rebound. Smart play there.
Smart play indeed.
By the veteran point guard in Stephen Coffey. Time quickly running out here.
Why was he allowed to run on the baseline?
It's a meter either side. So heavy contact here. Ball won't go out of bounds. Brown will secure it. Nichols now coming the other way. Varley, Carlson looking for some separation. Got the 3 up. Couldn't get it to go, and Van der Hayt will secure it. And the foul will be on at number 13, Ethan Nichols. 27 seconds left. Both teams now in the bonus. Van der Hayt. Guarded by Cousins. Tries to split the gap, couldn't. Cousins come away with it. Carlson attacking, drew the contact and won for Nick Carlson. It'll certainly be a monumental task for the Storm to get themselves back into this one. Are you calling a timeout if you're the Redbacks? Or you trust in your team?
They have enough veteran leadership on their team that I wouldn't necessarily have to worry about it. But that's why I'm not the coach.
Vincenzo Rivetto and the Redbacks want to talk things over as we have a 8-point game here at the Bellarine Secondary College. 17 seconds left. certainly going to be a mammoth task for the Storm to get back into this one. But it has been an entertaining game overall. Coleman Bock and Devin Vanderhait dominating in this one, 28 points apiece, leading RMIT to what will be a huge win if they can survive the 17.6 seconds here. This win will move them up into a potential 4th place pending the result of the Sunbury game. So teams making their way back out onto the floor. It'll be Spencer, Vanderhait, Giannicaro, Mutton and Coffey. Well, for the Storm, it'll be Brown, Nichols, Carlson, Cousins and Varley for the Storm. We're stopping here for something. Correction, the score is the 7-point margin.
Yep, just had to clarify, I think, a point. Sorted.
Action back underway here. Bellarine need a stop and a score quickly. Coffey now. A quick foul there by Cousins. Coffey will head straight to the free throw line. It'll be Cousins' 4th, and smart subs here by Rivetto, as we'll see Anthony Giannicaro check out and Zach Coleman Bock check back in. Coffey makes the first. And makes the second, as we're going to head to another timeout here. This time going to the Storm, as the margin is back out to 9 points, and it almost feels like it is out of the grips away from the Storm.
And I hate to sound like a broken record, but there have been so many games that Bellarine have lost within 10 points where it's just a matter of one spurt in the game, one run, and we just can't fully capitalize and throw that final punch to get over the hump again. So it's like I mean, we talked about it earlier, the difference between the bottom and the top of the ladder is a matter of 1 or 2 games. So you hate to, you know, hindsight 2020 when you're looking back on mistakes and looking back on past results, but continual trend here where Bellarine have just come up a few possessions short in, I would say, 4 games at minimum.
There's been a few, at least, that I can remember.
Like this one, Hume, McKinnon, and
all against top-ranking teams
exactly.
as well. So certainly the talent is there. It's just the finishing, as Brown's 3 won't go. And with 8 seconds left, you would think RMIT are just going to hold it in the backcourt. Coffey's going to come the whole way down the court, and that will wrap things up here. Daniel Steen tosses the ball into the crowd, and that will wrap things up here for State Championship men basketball at the Bellarine Secondary College. The RMIT Redbacks 92 coming away winners over the Bellarine Storm, 83. It was the duo of Zach Coleman-Bock and Devin Vanderheit with 28 points apiece. Vanderheit, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, while Coleman-Bock, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks. While for the Storm, can't brush over Stephen Coffey, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists.
Always on triple-double watch.
Always on triple-double watch. While for the Storm, it was Nick Carlson who exploded in the third quarter, 23 points, 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Jaden Brown with 18 points, 7 rebounds. And Will Smith in his first start for state championship men at 12 points, 11 rebounds. But as we wrap things up, good luck to yourself, Courtney.
Thank you.
And your team tomorrow in what is going to be a huge state championship women's matchup. Wish you all the best, and it's been a pleasure as always.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time here at the Bellarine Secondary College.